Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Learn Real English podcast. I'm Sarah, and I'm very happy to be here again.
And I'm Mike. Thanks for listening today.
I look forward to this conversation all weeks.
We have so much to talk about today.
We are going to spend a lot of time talking about food, what we eat, what we cook, and what sometimes goes terribly wrong in the kitchen.
We are aiming for useful discussion today, full of everyday English.
I think food is one of the best ways to connect with people and learn about their culture. Everyone has food stories.
Exactly. Some are sweet, some are funny, and some are total disasters. Even professional chefs make mistakes.
That's true. And we'll use simple words and natural expressions that native speakers use, so you can practice English in a fun and useful way.
Focus on how we phrase our questions and answers.
Let's start with a quick look at our daily food routine. Mike, what did you eat for breakfast today? Be specific.
Today I had 2 slices of toast with butter and a big cup of strong coffee. Nothing special, but it helps me start the day and keeps me going until 11 a.m.
I had yogurt with fruit and a little granola. I try to eat a healthy breakfast because it gives me energy for the whole morning. It is my morning ritual, and it helps me focus on my work.
I admire people who eat healthily in the morning. I usually wake up late, so I just grab something quick. I usually feel guilty for not eating better, but I value those extra 10 minutes of sleep.
Many people do that. Okay, everyone. In this long episode, we'll talk about our favorite foods and why we love them, focusing on taste and textures. Easy cooking tips for beginners, focusing on time management. And some funny or even terrible stories from our kitchens. We will reveal our worst mistakes.
And at the end, we'll review key verbs and adjectives you can use every day when talking about food and cooking.
Sounds perfect. Let's begin with what we like to eat the most.
Sarah, you said you like salads. What's your favorite kind, and why do you choose it over a heavier meal?
My favorite is a Mediterranean salad. It has fresh lettuce, juicy tomatoes, black olives, crisp cucumber, and salty feta cheese.
Do you use olive oil and lemon as dressing?
Yes, I do. I use simple olive oil and lemon as dressing. It's very refreshing because it's light, and it's full of different colors and textures.
That sounds delicious. I like that kind of food too, especially in summer.
What do you prefer when it's cold?
When it's cold, I want something heavier, like lasagna or mashed potatoes. I need warmth and substance from my food.
Comfort food. That's what we call it.
What?
Comfort food makes us feel warm and happy. For me, it's homemade soup. My mom used to make vegetable soup with carrots, potatoes, and noodles.
Does it remind you of anything?
It reminds me of my childhood and the cold winter.
My comfort food is probably pizza. I know it's not the healthiest option, but it always makes me feel good. I can eat pizza anytime, anywhere, and it always tastes great.
Pizza is amazing. You can add vegetables, extra cheese, or even pineapple. Do you like pineapple on pizza? Be honest.
That's a big debate. I do like it. The mix of sweet and salty is great. It gives the pizza a unique and interesting taste that is different from everything else.
I like it too. Many people think it's strange, but it's very tasty. What other strange food combinations do you enjoy?
I really like French fries dipped in vanilla ice cream. It sounds weird, but the hot and cold mix is wonderful. The mix of salty fries and sweet ice cream is addicting.
Wow, that is strange. What about desserts? Are you a dessert person who needs something sweet after every meal?
Not really, but if I choose a dessert, I prefer something fruity.
Like what?
Apple pie or banana bread. They remind me of my grandmother's kitchen. She used to bake something fresh every weekend, and the smell was amazing.
That's lovely.
Food often connects memories.
When we describe food, we can use adjectives like sweet, salty, spicy, crunchy, soft, or creamy.
These words help people imagine the food, which is great when you are speaking English.
Right. And for how we feel, we can say it makes me feel happy, it's relaxing, or it reminds me of home. The feeling is just as important as the taste and the ingredients.
Before we move on, let's give our listeners a short challenge. Think of your favorite meal and describe it using 3 adjectives focusing on texture and taste. For example, my favorite meal is lasagna. It's rich, cheesy, and tender. Take a moment to write down your sentence and say it out loud.
That's a great mini exercise. It helps practice descriptive language and pronunciation.
Now, let's go to the kitchen mic.
Okay, so if someone is new to cooking, what is the first advice you'd give them about organization?
Easy. Read the recipe first. Don't just start cooking without knowing the steps.
Really?
Yes, I made that mistake many times, and it always caused problems. Reading helps you understand the whole process and the timing.
Me too. Reading helps you prepare mentally. And prepare your ingredients. We call that to prep. This means washing and cutting before you heat the pan or the oven.
Right. Prep your food before you start cooking. Chop up the vegetables, measure out the rice, take out all the spices. The key is organization, and it saves you from burning things.
And speaking of spices, don't be afraid to experiment. You can add a small amount first and taste as you go. Always check the flavor before the food is finished.
That's a key phrase. Taste as you go. It means you try the food several times while you cook. If it needs more salt, add it slowly until the flavor is perfect.
Exactly. Another good verb is to simmer. It means cooking something slowly on low heat.
Give me an example.
For example, I let the soup simmer for 30 minutes to make the flavors stronger.
Simmering is a patient kind of cooking.
And one more verb, to season. When you season food, you add salt, pepper, or herbs to give it flavor. Never forget to season your meat and vegetables.
Good one. I often say, don't forget to season your vegetables. A little pepper makes a big difference in a simple meal.
Also, clean as you cook. It saves time.
Very useful. I used to leave a huge mess and then I didn't want to cook again because the cleaning was too much. It made the kitchen feel stressed and dirty.
I know that feeling. My kitchen used to look like a disaster zone.
Oh no.
Now, I wash the dishes while things are cooking. It's a simple change, but it frees up your evening later.
That's smart. Do you have a favorite kitchen gadget that helps you save time?
I think it's my blender. I use it for smoothies, soups, and sauces. It helps me make healthy food very quickly. What about you?
I love my air fryer. It's easy and fast. You can make fries or roasted vegetables with almost no oil. It's a very convenient and healthy tool for busy people.
Oh, yes. Air fryers are very popular now. Healthy and convenient. 2 good words for describing modern cooking.
Yeah,
They reduce the amount of time we spend in the kitchen.
exactly. Healthy, convenient, and clean. These simple tips are about making cooking easier and more enjoyable for everyone.
Before we go to the next part, let's quickly review the verbs we learned. To prep, prepare. To season, add flavor. To simmer, cook slowly. To taste, try while cooking. To store, keep in the fridge. To reheat, warm again.
Perfect. These are all high-frequency verbs you can use daily, and they are essential for describing your cooking process.
Okay, Mike, now the fun part. When cooking goes wrong. Let's share our deepest, darkest cooking secrets.
I already told you about my pasta disaster, but I have another story. This one is about confusion between ingredients.
Oh no, tell us. What did you confuse?
One time I wanted to make pancakes for breakfast.
I followed the recipe very quickly, but I confused the salt shaker with the sugar container. I used salt instead of sugar in the batter. I didn't realize it until I took a big bite. It was terrible. The taste was so shocking and unexpected.
Oh no, that's a classic mistake. I want to use baking soda instead of baking powder in cookies. They became flat like discs and tasted strange. They looked wrong and felt wrong.
Baking can be tricky because every small detail matters. You must measure the dry ingredients exactly. A little mistake in the measurement can ruin the whole recipe and your afternoon.
True. My friend once forgot to close the blender lid completely. She was making a thick green smoothie, and suddenly, boom, smoothie everywhere. On the walls, the floor, even the ceiling.
That sounds like a movie scene.
She said it took an hour to clean up, but now we laugh every time we remember it.
I think making mistakes is part of the fun. You learn what not to do.
Yes, cooking is about trying, failing, and trying again. It's like learning English. You make mistakes, but you keep going.
That's a great comparison. You improve every time you practice.
So, listeners, don't worry if you burn something or forget an ingredient. Next time, you'll do it better.
Exactly. And if you can laugh about it, it is even better.
Wow, we shared so many stories today.
We really did. We talked about favorite foods, cooking tips, and funny disasters, all in simple, real English.
Let's review a few useful phrases. The key is to, for example, the key is to prepare before cooking. It makes me feel, for example, it makes me feel relaxed. I usually, for example, I usually cook dinner at home. I had to, for example, I had to buy a new pot after I burned the old one.
I like that one. Remember our adjectives too. Light, spicy, creamy, crunchy, filling, healthy, and convenient.
And verbs like to prep, to simmer, to store, and to reheat.
For your weekly challenge, talk to a friend or record yourself answering these two questions. What food makes you feel happy and why? And what is one funny cooking story you can tell?
That's a perfect exercise to practice speaking naturally.
Thank you for staying with us for this episode.
We hope you enjoyed it and learned some new everyday English words.
See you next time on the Learn Real English podcast.
And remember, cook with love, laugh at your mistakes, and keep learning English.
See you.
Bye.